Well, when we talk about to simplify, it's the for sale signs. And there's a lot more for sale signs out in the market across the board. Now, Gary and I are going to talk today about the Carolinas region. So it's pretty consistent in every region that we serve. We're probably averaging between 25 to 30% more for sale signs than we did a year ago. So when you think about that, that's really good for buyers. There's a lot more options out there, and it continues. The trend continues each quarter to increase a little bit. But for sellers, it means there's a lot more competition. You really got to know what your competition is down the street, in the neighborhood, in the area. I will tell you, when you look at certain markets that we serve, the highest I saw was Greenville, South Carolina. Our buddy Adam sent me some stats the other day, and it was up 55% year over year. That's a lot of for sale signs in Greenville, South Carolina. The mountains were up 25%. Every market was up. So this has been the first time in probably 4 or 5 years. Our friend David Childers, who runs Keeping Current Matters, has said that the last 4 months, over 1 million listings in the United States, which is the first time in probably 6 years, I think he said. But every month that's trended. So this is probably one of the big trends that we're seeing in the market of just more for sales signs coming our way.
Let me provide a little perspective on that. A couple of things. First of all, the upstate of South Carolina and Greenville. I think the other component of that market is just the sheer number of new construction listings.
Yeah.
And so, Tony and I always talk about, how every market is truly hyper-local. So we're going to be making some comments that are directionally correct. But really, you got to peel it back a little bit in order to understand why the 55%. A lot of that is a lot of new construction has come to market. But again, that is competition. So you can't diminish that. The other I call perspective that I like to provide is, David said for 4 months in a row, over 1 million listings. So what does that mean to anybody? Again, we're talking about across the country. Back in the tightest inventory market we had, probably 21 or 22, probably 21. Tony, that number was like 397,000 across the country.
Right.
And back in the financial crisis, now we're going back in a little bit of history, it was over 3 million. And so let's remember perspective.